Hi, welcome to therottenrebel. I'm here with the one and only Sandra Solomon Fragrance.
Yes.
And welcome back to yet another first impression. And this, if you are a subscriber, which I know you're, and if you're not, come on, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe and that notification bell right now. Then you know how much I love and recommend the original YSLY Eau de Parfum. This is YSLY Eau de Parfum Intense. This is going to be a lot of fun. Are you ready?
Yes.
So I already tried the opening and I liked it so much. And that's the reason why you and I are doing this first impression. That's the reason why I bought it. But you have not tried it at all, right?
No, I haven't tried it.
Some of the notes in YSLY Eau de Parfum Intense are juniper berry, ginger, bergamot, sage, geranium, lavender, cedarwood, vetiver, and patchouli. So like always, we have prepared a fragrance strip with the dry down. But please do spray it on.
Yes.
And please do spray it on my hand as well. Thank you. That opening is the reason why I bought it. Now I hope the dry down is going to be as good as well. But please do share your thoughts on the opening.
This is definitely very similar to something I have smelled before. It does remind me a lot of the original EDP, but this comes off way stronger. And it is fresh, it's aromatic, it has that, yeah, the beautiful freshness that you are used to from the YSLY collection, and it's really good. This is, I would say, probably one of the best blue fragrances released in like the last year.
The opening to me, a big, and I really mean it, a big dose of ginger, sage and geranium. So it's bright, sort of a fresh, definitely spicy, and if you ever smell the combo of sage and geranium, then you sort of will know how this one smells. But here's the thing, there's a unique twist to the opening, which I guess is the juniper berries doing its thing. And that to me makes the opening quite a unique one.
Yeah, and I knew that
It's not something that's crazy unique, but I do feel there's a uniqueness to that sort of a spicy and aromatic opening that I'm not getting in a lot of the other sort of a spicy and aromatic scents out there.
No, that's true, and I knew that you were going to love this one because it has juniper berries.
Oh, okay.
And you know how you feel about juniper berries.
Apparently I love them as much as I love pine, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So a few minutes into the opening, at least to my nose, the lavender is growing the more it heads sort of into the opening and into the dry down. At the same time, I feel that the brightness and spiciness of the ginger is softening up. And I also get, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm picking up on something that is slightly sweet. So when I say that, don't take it as this is a sweet fragrance, because it's not.
No.
But there's a slight hint of sweetness to it. Not the same kind of slight hint of sweetness that I got in the Eau de Parfum, but there's definitely a slight hint of sweetness to the opening that I think is really nice.
And it's nice that you say that, because before you said it, I was thinking to myself, I do like the Le Parfum very much because I think that has a bit of more sweetness in it than the others, and I really like sweet fragrances. But I would say that this is sweet, but it's not as sweet as the Le Parfum. And this is fresh, and it's a bit more fresh than the EDP. And maybe overall, this is more of a loud and intense, mature kind of fragrance.
The opening is almost impossible to go wrong with.
Yes.
Yes, you heard me. I mean, it was impossible to go wrong with the opening of the original Eau de Parfum. But I mean, this is pretty much the same as that, in that it's impossible to go wrong with. Most people who get a whiff of that opening will most definitely enjoy it.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that, at least to me, I find it to be interesting, is that this feels like a modern scent, but with something classic and classy about it. I'm not sure if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So this one definitely feels like a modern kind of scent, but there's something classy and classic about it. And that combo is something I really enjoy.
Yes, and that's probably why it's so mass appealing, because it has something very familiar about it.
So I feel that if you usually enjoy sort of aromatic openings, sort of fresh openings, and if you usually enjoy the notes of sage, ginger and geranium, then I feel you will most likely enjoy this one. But I do feel that you should try it before you buy it, because that, at least according to me, is sort of a unique twist that it is got, is something I feel you will either absolutely love or don't enjoy at all. So please do try it before you buy it. So to sort of sum up the opening, in one way it's not something that is super unique. It does feel a bit familiar, but at least according to me, there's a unique, slightly unique twist to it that I really like. So the opening to me is a thumbs up. How do you feel about the opening?
I think the opening is really good, and I think most people will think that.
So that was the opening. Please do try the dry down and share how you feel about it.
Wow, this is even better in the dry down. This is so much softer, it's richer, the sweetness comes through a bit more, but it's still not as dark and thick as the Le Parfum. I think this is an amazing fragrance.
The dry down to me is mostly like a woody affair that's a combination of the woodiness of cedar with a bit of patchouli. So the patchouli in this one feels a bit lighter and not sort of that darkish or earthy kind of patchouli. Yes, there's a bit of that darkness and sort of the earthiness of it, but I don't feel it's overly so. The dry down is basically a combo of woodiness with a more soft kind of lavender that still got that fantastic aromatic touch to it.
Yes.
The dry down though is, if I'm going to sort of compare how the dry down makes me feel compared to the opening, I'm actually a bit more, based on this first impression, I'm actually a bit more impressed by the opening through to the mids than the dry down, because the dry down to me, it's a really nice dry down, but it almost feels a bit familiar, and it's a very, very much like YSL always does them, safe kind of scent. So some of you guys are probably going to disagree with me here and say that no, the opening is very much a super generic one. Okay, there you go. But I do feel that if I would compare like the opening to the dry down, I do feel the opening...
The dry down is better.
No, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. So anyway, I do enjoy the dry down, definitely. This is a mass appealing scent from start to finish. This is exactly how YSL does them. It's nothing offensive. It's definitely a mass appealing scent. So how would you sort of sum up the dry down?
And maybe as you noticed, I did not agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes, the opening is a bit generic, but it's still an amazing opening. I really enjoy it, but I think the dry down is even better. And there is something, I just couldn't stop sniffing this because the sweetness comes through more and more and more. And this is exactly the, I mean, this is fresh, but this is more of a warm, woody and sweet, not overly sweet in any way, but the kind of scent on a man that just feels attractive and safe and just something and someone you like being around.
So here are my thoughts on usage. So like versatility and occasions. This is definitely, at least this is how I feel about it, this is definitely a scent you can wear anytime, anywhere.
Yes.
Throughout all seasons. I am definitely going to enjoy this summertime as much as I am going to enjoy it fall, winter and spring. This thing right here is definitely a fragrance you can use to formal occasions, as much as like, you know, sort of a more casual settings. So definitely use this to work if you want. Definitely use it when you are going out with your friends, when you are going out to grab a bite to eat, when you are going on a date or just shopping or whatever. How do you feel about like occasions usage?
Whenever wherever, any kind of season, any kind of event, or just casually. But you want to know what I was thinking about when we sat here?
And before you say anything, I wanted to ask you, do you think this is like date night worthy?
I would say that this is date night worthy for like a first date when you haven't met her that many times, or even
When
met
you
her once
want to
before.
like restrain the sexiness.
But when you want to smell sexy and safe, but you're not sure what kind of fragrances she's into. I mean, then you spray this on and she will definitely like it. But what's even more important, and I think that I'm not alone in this, I know that I have friends out there who really enjoys this. I did a Rebel spray today. Do you know what a Rebel spray is?
I should know, but I don't.
A Rebel spray is when you spray so much fragrance that it starts to taste fragrance in your mouth.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did that.
Okay.
But then I was reminded that we need a Rebel spray because we didn't get one in the last video.
Okay, so here's the thing. I have no problem doing a Rebel spray with good sense, and this is definitely a good one. So please do, if I'm gonna sort of sum this up,
I can feel it now.
if I am going to sum this scent up, this to me is YSL Eau de Parfum done in, like you mentioned, a slightly more mature, sort of a more smooth way, but still it retains that mass appeal, that extreme versatility of it. So this is, and that's one of the things I love so much about the Eau de Parfum, a scent you can use anytime, anywhere, and you will definitely smell good to most people. I think this is a really nice scent. I would definitely enjoy this one as much as the Eau de Parfum. So to me, this is like definitely 2 thumbs up, even
Yes.
though I sort of I need to sort of come up with something new.
Yeah.
But 2 thumbs up means that I really like
2
it, and I
thumbs up,
100%
is that like
recommend
7
it.
or 8 or 9 or
Yeah,
what?
definitely above 7.
Yeah, I agree.
So I need some more of this, and I really need you guys to share how you feel about YSL Eau de Parfum Intense.
And share in the comments if you would like to see a comparison
Ooh,
of this
yeah.
one and
Yes.
the EDP.
We really need to do a comparison. Please do drop a like if you want to see us do a comparison of this and the EDP. Please do share your thoughts on this one in the comments. Please do drop a like on this video. Thank you, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to head on over to Sandra Solomon Fragrance channel. Sub to her, sub to me, and I'll see you in the next one.